All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new week in Taiko World Cup 2023. I am your host, vv1795236862, and joining me today to cover off the very first match of the semifinals is going to be none other than Youngin. Youngin, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, thanks, Beat. This match will be the first match of the weekend, which is going to be Malaysia versus Italy. Semi-final first week, and this pool is quite tough. Especially, 100%. Like, I do believe we're gonna see teams struggling in this pool. But back to the teams, Malaysia last week they beat against Canada in a tiebreaker situation, which is very hyped. But now they're going against a way tougher opponent, a tougher opponent, the fourth seed Italy, which got upset in terms of seedings by South Korea last week into the lower brackets.
Yeah, this is admittedly a really tough pool. I'm expecting to see a lot of challenges across the majority of the teams in the pool, but we will have a look. Oh lord, look at those rolls. Crab Cow rolled a 2, off to a bad start. He did not practice the rolls.
At least you get to second pick to some players. That's probably a good thing.
Yep, I would agree with that.
So yeah, we're gonna see first ban from Malaysia and second pick from Malaysia too, and first pick and second ban from Italy. First ban from Malaysia going to be 3-3, the stream 3-mod map of the pool. A lot of offhand patterns and 1-6 in that map in between streams, and even 4 minutes of gameplay in that map. It's just super tough for players to handle. I'm not surprised that being banned.
Youngin, yeah, 100%. 3-3, really difficult map. Malaysia's taking it out of the pool nice and early. And Italy is going to be banning Double Time 2 over the limit. I guess you could say that the map was over their limit. And they have removed it from the pool entirely.
Yeah, that was a speed map of the pool. Usually Malaysia got quite some strong speed players in the team, usually with Jerry, Mugita, and Seth, or really well with, and Crab Cow, all really strong speed players. So Double Time 2, the 290 BPM speed map with accuracies, requirements, and some longer patterns are being removed from the pool.
100%. So now with the rolls and the bans out the way, Italy will be the first team to make a pick. They will alternate picks until somebody receives 6 points. In that case, they will advance to the second semifinals match. That will happen later this week. This is a loser bracket match, so whoever loses this match will be eliminated from the tournament. Italy does come into this match as a perceived favorite, but Malaysia, they've had some pretty interesting maps throughout the tournament. They've definitely been seeing like a team that can snatch a few points off Italy, or at least that is the hope. But as I can say firsthand, who struggled in round of 32 against Italy, they're a very formidable team across the board. They have a lot of solid picks, and they went straight for the tiebreaker. Oh my god! Oh no, never mind.
Let's go. The match is ended. It's tie already. 1 point to win. Oh, no, they're going for No More One as the first pick. And it's some title that I would rather not pronounce. But yeah, this is No More One of the pool. Usually the 1-4 and 1-6 map being BPM of 222 and OD 7.5, so quite high in terms of OD. And this map has a lot of interesting 1-6 patterns, especially close to the ending of the map. The last pattern of the map we might see some fletchers in terms of scoreboard, because now was a hard stream at the ending there, and we'll see anyone get caught off by it.
Yeah, 3 minutes and 36 seconds. No Mod 1, it is traditionally what you'd normally find in a No Mod 1 pick to some of the previous maps in the tournament, but definitely is a much higher difficulty than previous weeks, and the OD is slowly creeping up. OD on this map is 7.5, which is pretty much standard for no mod, I would say, at this stage of the tournament. It's definitely will throw a bit of the accuracy off guard of some of the players. And who knows? It does provide us a gradual increase in complexity.
Yeah, this is a real interesting map to start with from Italy there. I was expecting they would pick something that's just extremely difficult for the pool, but I guess they would just go for a safer approach, if you can call it safer, because I would say at this pool close to nothing is safe route. But yeah, Normal One just seems like some very passive map to start with, and not some aggressive map to start off. So yeah, interesting to see how both team handles the quote-unquote most basic map of the pool. We'll be starting on No Mod 1.
Alright, so song has a very nice and slow introduction. We have Party Boy, Deku, and Ender representing the Italy. And on the Malaysian side, we will have Crab Count, Jerry, and Zeph. This map has a nice warm-up for the players. And there we go. Action getting underway in Le Coeur de Minute. We see immediately off the get-go Ender and Zeph picking up some misses, and I believe Jerry missed there too.
Yeah, that was a three-way break from 3 players. I mean, I don't blame them. That was a very tough 1-6. But that 1-4 to 1-3 stream, they're gonna be claiming Deku and Ender. And now the score lead, it slowly flickers back to Malaysia. But due to accuracies, especially Party Boy 95 holding a 99.5% FC there, with Crab Cow, the final full combo from Malaysia missing. It's now Italy's chance to extend the lead quite a bit there.
It is incredibly close. Crab Cow has just picked up a miss, unfortunately. And I think that's going to help Italy a little bit, but Malaysia's keeping up on the accuracy, which is keeping Malaysia in the fight for the time being. But it is a very close contest, as Party Boy is looking to stand out across every single player in the lobby. He's holding very strong with a 99.6 full combo.
Yeah, and another break there from Crab Cow, and trades back with Deku though, so not really gonna be flicked towards each team, but the early advantage from Italy gonna be meaning they will be holding a bit of a buffer zone, but any 100 drop from Italy, team 100 drop, or even some misses is going to be flicked towards Malaysia. This is a very close map to start with, but that tricky 1-6 there, making Crab Cow miss, and so does Sherry, and the entire team of Malaysia broke in that session. And Italy extend the lead by 50,000 points, and they are slowly run away in a more tamer section of the map.
Italy finally getting a bit of a lead after an early start. Party Boy, however, will lose the full combo that he was running. And Italy's just trying to get away. They're only up by about 50,000 points. Malaysia putting up a very formidable resistance. However, their accuracies are starting to suffer in the second half of the song here, and if things do not change, Italy will be on track for a very okay first pick.
Yeah, even though Party Boy 95 finds a break there, we do have Ender, which I just mentioned, he finds a break, was holding 1,000 combo over there, was holding the lead for Italy. He finds a break, but there's 2 trades from Malaysian there, and now it's Deku's chance with the highest combo on the board, and basically cruising through the last part of the map. Really strong performance from him, and Crab Cow finds a break there as well. Gonna be extending the lead for Italy a little bit again.
Yeah, and Italy still maintaining about a 50,000 point advantage. They should be smooth sailing to a victory here, but Malaysia put up a very formidable attack on Italy's first pick, but Italy will be able to defend it quite successfully, albeit with no full combos on the table for anyone. And I believe we see Party Boy topping out the lobby just shy of 99%. And that is going to give Italy the very first point in the match.
Yeah, look at these scores on the board. Not only we did not see any full combos there, we only see 3 players reaching the 900k mark. It shows how brutal this pool is. The last pattern there was extremely evil, so I'm kind of surprised that we at least has 5 players actually able to hit that last stream. So good job to all of these players. But now it's Malaysia's turn to select a map. And let's see what would they go for. Would they go for something like double time one after seeing Italy banning out double time too? But they did say that they don't want to pick speed as well. So no more free might also not. They also don't want to pick
they're
it.
rolling.
I guess.
They rolled the gimmick. No, never mind. That was just Zep trolling. No, Zep was trolling. Don't worry. We're good.
Okay, I see.
All right. Very bold choice for gimmick to be picked out early, but Malaysia's feeling quite confident. And, you know, you could say that Malaysia doesn't want to wait for this map to get to the end game, but they rather just end it early by playing it nice and from the start. So, End Me, a tricky gimmick map.
And I would say this map is actually a little bit easier, at least easier than last round. Yes, there are more tech pattern in this map, but there are a lot of fast SV with yellow big sliders to trip up your rating. There are quite a bit of bar-line sessions of SVs and even some flashing notes, which could trap players with tech as well. But I do believe this map is a little bit tamer than last round in terms of difficulty. And Malaysia, we'd say this pool is very tough, and it seems like they would go for something that it's more favorable to all, like at least accessible to all 3 of their players. It seems like a decent choice for them to start with.
Yeah, there is a fair amount of technical challenges in the song, and if you're not mechanically up to scratch at this stage of the tournament, you will start getting punished for it, especially on the gimmick maps, which up until now hasn't had too many technical challenges beyond the basic 1-4, 1-8, or 1-4, 1-6. But yeah, no, definitely it's starting to shake things up in the semifinals pool for the No Mod 5. So let's see. Oh my god, Italy's at 3.7 million. What? How do you start with more score than your max? What was that? Okay.
It's magic. It's magic. They really want to take this point now. But we do have some roster swap from both teams. We do see Ikun in the team to replace Ender, and so this Vanilla Eyes replacing Seth on the other team. Ready to battle on the gimmick and SV maps, and you can already see there's a lot of different slider velocity change, and now you can see the flashing notes on some sessions, some notes.
Yeah, 100%. The yellow notes that are appearing intermittently throughout the song are definitely designed to throw your game off balance. And now we're getting some overlapping finishes going at a much slower pace. Getting replaced with some regular notes. Jerry will be the first player to pick up Miss, and Vanilla Ice following right afterwards. Italy looking incredibly strong as they're halfway into the song.
And Partyboy95 going to be responding with a miss, and so does Ikun there, but Jerry and Vanilla Ice seems like there's a little bit of struggle in the attack session, but Ikun finding many chokes there, almost flickers back to Malaysia, but Deku, Jerry and Vanilla Ice also responding back with a miss right after Ikun. It's now only Crab Cow with a full combo on Malaysia's side. We're on to another Donkama session with these some notes going in with different colors of notes going in different speed, and Crab Cow gonna be finding a break at the end of that session, so no full combos on both teams.
Decker's picking up a lot of misses, so does Party Boy. Hang on a minute, Italy was looking out in front for a little bit, but now it's looking a bit more in contention. And the score is starting to flicker incredibly as a lot of players are starting to pick up chain misses all over the board, and it's affecting every single body. But Italy's starting to suffer a lot. They can hold on to their lead barely. It's going to come down to the final patterns. Will anyone break towards the end here? No, it's looking good. Deku picks up a miss, scaring the audience a little bit. And Italy's going to barely clutch out a point there. Wow.
No spurs from this map are completely evil. It's so easy to find chain misses in this map. But yeah, this map is a little bit less, let's say, less gimmicky than last week. There's like no bar lines and no memorization sessions and such. Just mostly focus on SV and some SV gimmicks and Donkama sessions that players might trip up your readings. But still, those spurs with tags are a lot harder in terms of mechanical skills, let's say. And now Italy will be taking the break point on this number 5 map, but it was really close. So let's see what will they respond back.
Party Boy did score very well there. 98, was it 98.5% or was it low 98s? I don't remember off the top of my head, but very formidable score that helped Italy cross the line and strike through Malaysia's defensive No Mod 5. And that's going to give Italy a break point to start things off. And Italy, having the comfortable beginning, looking for another map in the pool to try and extend things a bit more. So, there's definitely a lot of choices in the pool.
I mean, there's a lot of interesting maps that they could go for, but they will go for another, I would say, more tamer maps of the pool. Ataraxia, custom song in Mania 7 Key World Cup 2023, song by Sam String. And this map, it's free mod pick, and I would say the most kind and generous map of the pool. BPM of 200. And there's not many, there's not like a lot of crazy SV changes, but there are definitely some sessions which could throw players off if they are going very risky with like triple hidden hard rock. But compared to the rest of the pool, I definitely do think this is one of the more accessible picks of the pool.
Yeah, free mod 1. Praxia, by the way, is an original. Gotta shout that out. Composed by Sam Strings and mapped by MTNT Wars. 2 minutes and 6 seconds, as Yonkin was saying earlier, is a pretty accessible free mod map. Now keep in mind, for those who are tuning in for the first time in Taiko World Cup, in a 3v3 setting, in any single free mod pick, both teams have to pick one hard rock and one hidden to be distributed within the team. Anything extra gives you a score bonus, but comes at the risk of playing the map at a higher difficulty.
True, but in Taiko, usually, I would say mod advantage in Taiko is a lot more important. Unlike some case like standard, if you just miss in the middle, or your score is probably going to be lower than no mod. But in Taiko, it's a different case if you are with a hidden hard rock mod on, like Ender there. If he missed 2 times and on 98%, then they will be around this similar score, around like a 1 mod FC or 99.5 or so. So usually mods are a lot more rewarded in Taiko in this case. So you can see there definitely, usually there are a lot of teams go with over mod, especially this being one of the more accessible free mod maps that we mentioned. So we do see 3 mods from the Malaysian team and 4 from the Italian team, with Ender going double mod, doing the big job here.
Yeah, and the only person going with hidden hard rock, we see Crabcow A40 going with hard rock only, and Deku Zeph and Vanilla Ice on hidden. The mods are all over the place. The action going to be incredibly exciting as we kick off free mod 1. So, for those keeping track at home, Italy will have a 6% score advantage off the back of Ender's double mods. Except Ender has just picked up the first miss in the lobby. So we're gonna have to wait on that one a little bit.
Yeah, but like I said before, double mod is very rewarding in this case. They were holding a lead just there, but Deku finding the second drop, it flickers back the lead to Malaysia. Last week we do see Malaysia, it's these 3 players perform wonderfully on maps like free mod 2, but you can see the accuracy being dipped by Crabcow is slowly fudging back the lead to Italy there, but Ender finds a second drop there, and it's going to be keeping Malaysia a little bit into the break session of the map.
In Malaysia, for the first time in the match, they are ahead on a point, and it's not even theirs. This is an exciting opportunity for Malaysia, as all 3 of them currently holding full combos. And This is a good opportunity. And it's really unfortunate too because Deku and A40 are playing phenomenally. Oh, A40! Man has picked up a huge miss, but so does Vanilla Ice and Zeph.
Oh, it's
man.
on Crab Cow, but Zeph finds another chain of misses in the PI session. Very unlucky for Malaysia. It was looking like they would take the point, but those double break for Malaysia gonna be sealing the deal and flickers back to Italy team.
Those chain misses coming from Malaysia last minute unfortunately destroyed the entire chance that Malaysia had to take the point. And it was really unfortunate too because Ender had given them an opportunity. He had I wouldn't even say that Ender gave him opportunity. Ender actually kept up with the other Italian teammates very well. It was more that Vanilla Ice and Zeph, they were actually out accuracying Ender with 2 mods, and they just couldn't hold on to the very end. And as a result, Malaysia can absolutely punished with an entire map slipping away from them. A very critical pick.
Yeah, that was a very critical pick, but sadly there, it was looking like they would take the point, but just barely got steal by Italy at the ending. But I would say that kind of opens up a little bit of a door for Malaysia to possibly take even few points of Italy there. Usually you look at such a difficult pool, you're thinking like, oh, my team scores are not on par with the other teams with many strong players there. But it seems like Malaysia definitely has a fighting chance. And with Beat saying, uh-oh, you know what is happening.
Wrath of the Fallen One has been chosen. So, for those who may not have seen it yet, for those who are not in the higher levels of Taiko World Cup or just missed the showcase, Raiden as a mapper is very infamous for picking extremely death-heavy music that is just pure stamina picks. And this is, at the stage of this tournament, finally getting into some of the more stream-heavy picks that you'd be expecting in the later rounds. And this is the first one, and it comes in like a brick wall, smashing in your face, or really smashing at your fingers. 4 minutes in length, 240 beats per minute. It is incredibly fast. Incredibly furious.
Yeah, I would say this is a little bit less of a crazy map compared to Taiko World Cup 2021 Semifinals No Mod 4, which is also like the stream map of that pool, and also the first time we have a death metal stream map. And that map was when something unholds, but that map was completely brutal and many offhand stream as well. But this one is more like focused on stamina and a lot of more accessible patterns.
A40 had a bit of a rough start, missing those finishes. But this is a very long song, so there's going to be way more misses coming. And they're all coming from A40. Oh man.
This is the opportunity that Malaysia wants. And I guess that's the reason why they picked this map. However, it's far from finished. This is not a short race compared to last few maps. This is a marathon of 4 minutes, but Deku breaking once again on the Italian team definitely gives some wriggles and room to Malaysia. But once again, if you find a lot of chain misses on some sessions and look like from a stream, you could lose many points just like Crab Cow there. But still, Malaysia right now still have the lead.
Oh man, Ender had a near double S in the lobby, but he's just lost at the 800 mark. And I believe that leaves Jerry as the final player in the lobby, holding the full combo. Absolutely crushing performance so far in the first quarter. Oh, never mind, it's gone. I lied. Alas.
You did a little thing there, but it's still Malaysia. It's still Malaysia is still in the lead there. A40 breaks right before Crab Cow definitely helps out Malaysia to keep their lead, and now Deku chain misses on that stream even, and recovering combo from Seth with a 99.55% for now. Definitely doing drops for Malaysia. fantastic score from him so far, but Ender is on his other side to slowly come back.
Things are tightening up a little bit. Because look, on a song like this, it's not about how you start, it is about how you finish. And right now, Deku's only halfway over, and the man has tanked an entire 100-note stream. It is an incredibly brutal map, and I'm expecting those sort of misses to happen at a much higher frequency as the song progresses. So don't count Italy out just yet, but Deku has fallen into the B range.
Oh, you can see he's running out on stamina on some of those mono bursts. Unlucky there, but
It's not even that. It's that if you do miss on some of these streams, sometimes it can be a bit hard to recover. Recovery in itself is a skill set that is a bit underrated, but if you have some good recovery, you're gonna end up coming back into these streams relatively quick.
True.
Malaysia's been capitalizing on that so far in this map.
Definitely, you can see Crab Cows and Jerry misses are a lot more smoother. Let's say they misses a lot less notes, but keep in mind that they do miss on sessions that's they're like less dense in notes, but they do recover back their misses a lot more smoother than from the Italian team. And we are slowly into the last part of the map, and the patterns are only getting harder. More stamina draining sessions are coming, and they're finding another chain misses on that stream, giving more wiggle room to Malaysia, and Malaysia is slowly running away.
A40 may not be on the winning team of this pick, but he's on 1,000 combo. The man had about an unfortunate first start, but he has since recovered quite well to finish at 98.6%. Topping out the lob. Actually, no, he's not topping out the lobby. Jerry still is. Although it is incredibly close between Jerry and A40 to finish up the song here.
Yeah, this session is the hardest. You can see we do see more breaks from players, especially Ender missing a lot in the ending. But Malaysia finally taking their first point on the board with a phenomenal performance from Jerry with only 17 misses on this map. That's a great score.
Deku did pretty well to recover back into the A rank range with a very good second half there. But Malaysia winning on their own pick, getting on the board. They're still down a break point, so Italy still is leading the match quite comfortably. However, Italy has gotten through the danger of no mod 4. So, where will Italy go next?
There's a lot of choice on the board still, and we are mostly on the no mod maps even. And apart from the last map, I would say we are also having more of the easier maps of the pool. So the maps are only getting tougher and tougher only, especially the maps like Hidden 1 and Double Time 1. Those two are super brutal for players to handle, and we might not see them being selected in this match. Hopefully we do later on.
Yeah, so it is now Italy to decide where they want to go. Will they opt in for something a tad easier? Maybe something like another free mod pick, or maybe hard rock? I say easier because there's not that many easy maps left in this tournament. They're actually going to go Hidden 2, Eternal Dreamer.
Yeah, this map, I would say it's very bursty. On this map, there's like a lot of 1/6 bursts at like 256 BPM, which I would say is kind of rare. You would see it on hidden maps, especially speed hiddens. This is more like a bursty speed hidden, and SV is very quick in the KI sessions. Could be hard to read and easy to find multiple chain misses if you miss on those sessions.
Yeah, Hidden 2 definitely still playing to the fast BPM. So, you know, coming off a 4-minute depth stream map, they're going straight to a 2-minute speed map. Although it doesn't sound like it at first glance.
Yeah, it sounds like those
sounds more like a tech pick more than anything.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds like a rough tech picks, but that also means that this map, like I said before, there's like a lot of 1/6 burst in this map, and this song definitely justifies those 1-6. We do see a mapper that we haven't seen for a long time, custom map this map, which is really cool. Nayuga, mostly active back in around 2013, 2014, around the era. So it's cool to see that he make a gimmick map like 10 years later after his active time, let's say.
Oh, well. Let's have a look. Ender, Deku, and A40 holding the line steady for Italy. Crab Cow, Jerry, and Vanilla Ice representing Malaysia. But a couple of players are going to be picking up some early misses trying to find their flow in the early sections. And here we go.
Very early drops from Malaysia there. It's kind of giving Italy the lead, especially you can see the accuracy difference. Last week, Malaysia did not perform the best in Hidden 2, and you can see why. And Vanilla Ice finding a chain of misses once again, solidifying Italy lead.
Vanilla Ice off to an unfortunate start, but the pain just keeps on rolling, and that is allowing Italy to dream their way to the 4th point in the first stages of the map.
There's still 3 full combos left from Deku, A40, and Crab Cow. Jerry and Ender was having a trade there, but once again, it's more like a third player syndrome happening to Malaysia. With their third players cannot keep up their speed. Vanilla Ice is an extremely strong, slowish hidden player, but some of these like quicker, speedier maps, he's having quite a bit of struggle on, sadly, and Italy is definitely capitalizing on that.
Yeah, and just A40 holding a 99.7%. Man is absolutely cruising through this map like he is part of Japan or something. You know, it can be a little bit tricky to get those higher level performances, but A40 definitely bringing up the fight. He does pick up a miss, but that is A-okay. The win has practically been secured on the Italian side as they are up 400,000 points. And even Crab Cow doing very well to hold such a long combo. And there we go.
I definitely need to check out what happened in that pattern. We have a 6-rate break on that pattern. Jeez. On that 936 there, definitely something to catch up player eyes there. That was, wow, I haven't seen a 6-way miss in a long time in Taiko at least. That was crazy. But yeah, like I said before, this is basically third player from Malaysia cannot keep up to rest of the players in the lobby, and Italy winning very confident in this map. And now Malaysia probably thinking that, yeah, we expected to lose that anyway. Let's ready up for our next map instead, which is going to be 3 Mod 2 Glorious.
Oh, well. 3 Mod 2 quickly fired off by Malaysia. And it is going to be a glorious chance for Malaysia to get a 2nd point. A very critical opportunity too, because if this does not go their way, they will be sitting precariously at match point against them.
Yeah, this map, it's basically the anti-mod of the pool. There's slow sessions for players to handle with Hidden, like very, very slow sessions, and the speed up sessions are quite tricky, but I would say this map's definitely, you can say it's a bit harder with Hidden. I would say it's a little bit harder with Hidden, especially due to the slow session that this map has, and even the speed session, some of the SV could trip up Hidden players, especially there's one SV stream that could cause players to just completely mistime and lose all their scores.
Yeah. Now, we are expecting to see fewer mods between the two teams. I'm expecting the bare minimum. I don't think anyone's gonna... Italy has no reason to take things a bit on the risky side, but I guess they're going to just do their own thing, and A40 and Deku will both be going with Hard Rock, and Party Boy will be picking up Hidden. While on the Malaysian side, we will see Zeph and Crab Cow holding Hidden and Hard Rock respectively. So, once again, 6% score advantage over to Italy as they kick things off. And we're getting the action underway as the time for glory has arrived. But will it befall the Malaysians? Will Italy be sitting on the verge of reaching semi-finals part 2? So.
Yeah, if Italy does take this point, it will be danger positions for Malaysians.
Deku, what is happening on your screen? Deku, that's not supposed to happen. Oh my lands.
He's back.
He's back. His accuracy didn't come back.
he did a time travel.
There?
It was a time travel. I do believe we're gonna see some recalculation.
The gimmick version. Yeah, 100%. Oh man.
We will see his score recalculate a bit, but for now, so we're not too sure about who's in the lead, but I'm pretty sure that Deku is not holding an 89%.
Yeah, I don't think that Deku's sitting as low as he is. So I don't know. Maybe the client is synced up. Maybe that'd be a bit weird, but we'll find out afterwards, I guess. But even then, despite that, Italy is actually making a slight comeback. They're only down to a 50,000 point deficit. Yeah.
Or it may be because of Deku just have a gigantic lag there and then just lag all the clients on his client side, which will be unlucky for them. And that's also also the reason why he's getting 89% accuracy right after that time travel sessions happened. And now it's a hard part for Hard Rock. And we might see some Hard Rock players struggle here. And by the way, we do see Malaysia actually without a mod. So Italy is the more risky run here, and here comes a very difficult streams. A lot
of players struggling at the end here. We're gonna get confirmation on the MP lobby in just a second, but if we take the client for its word, Malaysia should be winning this pick. But an insanely crazy finish. We're gonna get a quick look at that. We're looking at the script chan over here. I wonder if it's the Makama. No, Malaysia actually won their pick.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that Deku's game got
he tapped out.
Tapped out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
that definitely explains why. What happened there?
Okay, so Malaysia is going to capitalize on an unfortunate incident on Deku's side. So Malaysia are going to stay in this for now. They're gonna jump on the opportunity to get a point. Bit unfortunate, but Italy is up by so many points right now. They don't have to stress too much. That's why you win the maps nice and early. So that way, if unfortunate events happen to you like this, you can actually still recover very easily and not really worry about it afterwards. So, yeah, I gotta watch out for the tab. Look, it may have not been a highlight, but it was definitely a glorious tab out moment.
Yeah, okay. That's the first time I've ever saw it. At least something happened today. It's like he went time travel.
I'm sorry, it was glorious. Yeah, just could not have been more peak than that. On the client side.
Glorious.
So, let's focus now a bit back more onto what Italy is going to do next as they deliberate on their next pick. They got a lot of maps to choose from, and they're going to continue on with the speedy elements by picking the fastest map remaining in the pool, and that is going to be Nomon 3.
Yeah, even though both teams did say please don't pick speed map, but it seems like Italy is gonna be the one doing the speed map, banning out double time 2 and then picking no more 3. Interesting strategy there, but 300 BPM, 320 BPM with 320 BPM as the speed map pick of the pool. This map is paying to single tap.
Yeah, and Italy looking to get that 5th point. Malaysia's not feeling confident in the chat. They are getting into nice complaints that they're nice and doomed, but who knows? They may be able to activate their nationwide supersonic planetary system and reject the taste of defeat and claim a 3rd point. It is entirely possible.
And we do see Ender is in the lobby. He is a pretty known single tapper. Is he gonna be single tapping the map, proving that it's possible to single tap this map?
What?
We'll see. We'll see.
No, you're not single tapping this. No. It's 320. They're not doing that. Right? I hope not. No way. No.
But yeah, this map I would say is a lot easier to rule out. The patterns are quite comfortable to for as well. Many roll patterns in this map. So
and not just that, the OD is also 7.2, which is a little bit on the easier side. So maintaining accuracy should be a tad more comfortable. But Malaysia off to a 1 million score advantage. That is not true. There we go. Client syncing up just in time to get started. As we kick off Rinagon.
Alright. Early start of the map, we are not seeing any 320
picking up some
BPM.
100s.
Yep. Just a start though. There's a lot more to come. It's still 160 BPM for now. So we're slowly
nobody missing the start here. There we go.
Alright, time to stare at Ender's drum.
All Deku misses, and so does Jerry.
He's single tapping it, okay.
Wait,
what?
He's
He's full auting now. He's semi-auting now, but single tapping some pattern as well. He does find a break, and so does Party Boy 95. The lead is actually on the Malaysian side.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Ooh.
Party Boy absolutely struggling with this map. And so does Ender now. This is giving Malaysia a very good start. Oh man, they've been searching for some sort of chances here. This is a good opening to begin with, but there's still so much to the map to go. Crab Cow absolutely carrying the team right now, holding the only remaining full combo with a near double S. Oh, never mind, you lost it.
You did the thing again.
I've done it. I man.
Of course
we have no time to reflect. We have no time to reflect. We have to keep moving. Just as fast as these guys' fingers are.
Especially Seth said that he will get a 600k on this, but he's not. He's doing very good on this with a 96% for now. He does find quite a bit of drop, but he definitely helped up the Malaysian team quite a bit there. And now Jerry is the only one there with any sort of combo well above the combo cap of 400. And we do see 3 players starting to struggle quite a lot from 4495, Seth and Ender. And these misses from the Italian side is solidifying Malaysian's lead quite a lot, especially Jerry is doing God mode there.
This is absolutely crazy. So Zeph is struggling on this map. Man is getting a B rank, but Italy is having 2 players who are absolutely suffering, Party Boy and Ender. And that difference is resulting in Malaysia getting a huge lead. Oh, but Zeph, what are you doing? He came off the break awfully, but he's making a recovery. Malaysia's in a good position.
This map is completely brutal. We've just seen 3 players not passing the map. Thankfully, we do have no foul on, so no players are fouling this map. But Crab Cow and Jerry just showing that 320 BPM is nothing. 99% from Crab Cow, and they are going to be solidifying Malaysians.
This is a miraculous recovery by Malaysia. Of all the maps that you would expect Malaysia to try and reverse Italy on, this would not have been the map I would have had on my radar. But Malaysia's done it. They are up to the 3rd point, and they've broken back on Italy. Man, they could have been leading this match had this happened in Italy's previous pick. Wow. But Malaysia's managed to do it again. They've got a big lead, and they managed to actually run home with it with 2 very strong performances by Crabcow and Jerry there. Only 4 and 5 misses between those 2 players. Wow. Absolutely insane. Italy had Deku, who's the best player on their team, getting 97.5%. That's nothing to sweat off. But wow, just a very formidable result on the Malaysian side there. And, you know, you wanted to take a breakpoint against Italy. That's the opening you've got. And now they're going to have to run that momentum through this next pick of their own. Absolutely insane.
I did not expect that to happen, honestly. That was a game changer pick, I would say. Malaysian probably thinks that, well, we might actually have a chance now taking back that breakpoint.
It is not even that. We're running out of no mod picks. No mod 2 is the only mod that's left, so that means we're definitely going to be having to dive a bit deeper into your hard rocks and your hidden, which, keep in mind, hard rock has not been touched by either team yet, so neither team is feeling as confident to do it. And you know what? Especially after what we just saw on that pick, I wouldn't blame either team for being scared, because Malaysia had they had underperformed on free mod a little bit, and Italy kind of underperformed on no mod 3 just now. Hard rock kind of brings the worst of both of those complexities together, and it's really anyone's game if they go into one of the hard rock picks.
We're gonna see a timeout from the Malaysians, so we'll be. They are definitely.
Where would we go? Where would we go? Hang on. All right, if I'm Malaysia, where would I go here?
Hit that one.
You know what? Malaysia wants to win the next pick. I feel like going with hard rock would be too risky of a gamble. But if you pick a hidden or a no mod and you lose, then you may never get the chance to play hard rock. Oh man, there's also double time 1. Because double time 1, you know, there is some of those techie patterns that you can kind of play into, but Malaysia hadn't done too well on some of the other maps where there were some 1-6.
A lot of the maps left are quite tacky. Being no mod 2, hidden 1, hard rock 1, double time 1. All of these 4 maps definitely have their tech elements into it.
I will play with Malaysia's points, and I would pick a hard rock, but they're going to go with hidden 1.
Hidden 1. Yeah. That seems like something that they would go for, to me. And this is I would say this is probably...
Is this a suicide pick? I have no idea.
Second hardest map of the pool.
I have no idea.
Well, Vanilla Ice is fantastic at these type of hidden. Even though we see him struggle in hidden too, this type of maps is just his playground. These type of hiddens are just his playground. The other teams also have very strong hidden players too, which is being Party Point 95. These slower-ish hidden, he's also fantastic at it. So
yeah, do not be fooled by this map at all. Okay, 200 beats per minute, 3 minutes in length. This is a song composed by Sean, who you may remember a long time ago had a very nice song by the name of Perfect Pillow in Taiko World Cup. I believe it was also a hidden map, okay? Also mapped by Jay at the time. That was a very intense map for players, and 5 years later, Malaysia has decided, you know what? That's the thing we want to go back to. We want to go back to Do, which is a map that plays to some of those themes present in that song. And you can even hear it.
Yeah, there's...
Oh, man.
Different BPM changes.
It's very awkward.
Very awkward.
And especially with the element of slow hidden. Or at least, I wouldn't say the map is entirely slow hidden, but it definitely plays to that theme. This is going to be absolutely chaotic. Will Malaysia overperform their expectations here? The tech requirement on this is absolutely insane, but if Italy has 1 or 2 players that suffers quite immensely, big chances can open up for the Malaysia.
Yeah. Once again, slow hitting is just a niche skill set of taiko, just like in most game mode in general. Not many players like playing slow style of hittings. We do see Crabcow finding a very early drop, but I don't think we're only going to see 1 drop throughout the entire map.
No,
right?
There's going to be a lot more. But the question is, when are they coming and where are they coming from? And it's coming from the Malaysian sides as both Vanilla Ice and Zeph pick up some misses. Italy off to a fantastic start here. But here comes the trickier patterns. 40 picking up the first of many misses. But 40 is going to tank to 91%. That's a big drop there.
Oh, everyone is just dropping. It's Deku left on the field with a full combo and not did the thing. So now the only one having any sort of combo is A40, which his combo is also gone. This is completely brutal. The maps are speed up now. We can see a map goes to 200 BPM. Contrast to 150 BPM from the start. So now players will be a little bit more comfortable at reading these patterns, but there will be harder patterns at the ending, which could definitely contrast the BPM change.
Yeah, so far this has backfired on Malaysia, but it's not completely out of their realm just yet. Italy could pick up a lot of huge misses, and that could tighten things up quite a bit, but Malaysia's going to have to start picking up on their performance a little bit if they're going to have any chance of a recovery. Okay, a lot of trades there.
Into the slow session, A40 finding another extra miss, and so does Partyboy95, but 2 trades from Malaysian to respond with. It's now no one having any combo. It's
everybody is
Vanilla Ice.
Everybody is struggling on these sections here. And it's hard to tell where the lead's going, but Italy seems to be growing on their lead a little bit here. And I think that's coming off the back of Deku. Deku has picked up a lot of points here. And so has Party Boy. He had a good accuracy. He had a good set of combo runs. But yeah, it looks like this has worked out incredibly in Italy's favor. And it could be their saving grace as we get to the closing stages of the song here. Zeph, the only player to hit that section. What?
That was a great hit from him, but it's also more harder. The patterns at the end are just so brutal in this map. It's impressive to see anybody actually able to hit it. Even in this last session, it's very tough. 3 players managed to hit it, and Malaysia actually bringing back a little bit in terms of score lead, but the earlier disadvantage is just way too big, and the pick backfire as Italy will take back the break point with 2 A's. Great score from them. Partyboy95 and Deku with an A on this map. It's already extremely good score. This is completely brutal map. We do see 2 fouls.
And Italy is going to be pretty happy with that result. They were worried that Malaysia was going to get some good momentum and keep things at a 4-4 position, but Italy has stopped Malaysia in their tracks, and now they have control of their final pick, and they got nothing to lose. They're sitting at 5-3. And Italy has a good number of choices left. They got between Nomad 2, Double Time 1, and both Hard Rocks. Very scary maps. But given how well Italy had just played on Hidden 1, it might be possible that Italy will outperform Malaysia on the technical side of Nomad 2. I would pick Nomad 2 if I was Italy. But maybe Double Time 1 could also work. I would steer clear of Hard Rock if I was Italy. Just don't pick Hard Rock. There you go. They pick Frozen World.
After we seeing the second hardest map in the pool, I think we see the hardest one, Frozen World. It's map. It's.
I'm not gonna lie. The difficulty name's a missed opportunity. Okay, they could have called the difficulty Aurora Borealis. Just a missed opportunity there, but you know what? Northern Lights will settle for that. Isn't it more or less the same thing? So, Yeah.
more of the same thing. And this map has the snapping on this map. It's very entertaining to viewers, but not entertaining to the players.
Yeah,
Just
maintaining combo is going to be
brutal.
pretty hard. There's a lot of bursts in the song, any one of which can dump your combo quite badly.
Yeah, there's like crazy bursts in this map. OD 5 on, despite being a lower OD than last week, but really doesn't matter. You will see, players will see, well, you guys will see how difficult this map is, and it's like, I believe it's also higher star rate SR, right? Even though SR doesn't really judge how difficult a map is, but this proves, even this is something, this map is extremely difficult, and the bursts on this map are painful to play, and we might see a lot of Bs in this map.
Well, we're going to see. This is a tough song. Malaysia in a must-win situation. They have to repeat their success of Italy's previous pick. Can they do it again on a map like this? It's going to be a tough challenge, but if they can do it, they will keep their Taiko World Cup chances alive in this semifinals match. So, Malaysia off to a solid start. A lot of misses coming in.
3-way break even, but 2 are from Malaysian, so Italy will be in the lead slightly, but Deku and A40 is also finding a trade later on, so the Seth, but the accuracy difference are really what's making Italy in the lead. You can see there's like 97 and 95, mostly 97 and A category for Italy, but Jerry is struggling in terms of accuracy, dropping accuracy down to 92%, and so does Seth. Can't blame them. This is one of the toughest maps in the pool, and that burst gonna be claiming 5 players. The combo is giving Malaysia some bit of chance to come back from this, but looking really rough for them.
And Italy up quite significantly. They're up about 100,000 points going into the little break section halfway through into the song. Crab Cow doing a fantastic job trying to top the lobby, but the man has to carry 2 players on his back who are a little bit too far from Italy right now. It is too much of a burden for Malaysia at this stage, but there's still a second half, and it does get a little bit more difficult as we can see here. So if there's chances for Italy to lose 3-4% accuracy, chances are there. Unfortunately, it's all coming from Malaysia's side.
Yeah, the 3 and 4% accuracy drops up on the Malaysian team. It's looking like the chance of upsetting Italy is slipping out of their hands in the frozen road. Italy having 3 players able to perform strong on this map. 3 versus 3, they got 3 versus 3 going. And with more bursts in this map, making more Malaysian players misses. Crab Cow doing his best, matching out the other Italian players. It just wasn't enough, as their other teammates cannot handle this map.
But it is just unfortunate, as Malaysia is just too far out. They are down almost 300,000 points. And with that, Italy very likely now going to be securing victory, winning this 6-3 very shortly. Unless there's a shocking disconnect on the Italian side, they will win this after a bit of a topsy-turvy match. They will stay out in front, send Malaysia packing, freezing up their chances entirely.
It was looking like Malaysian has a chance to come back after those breakpoints, but at the end it came down to the toughest map of the pool, and Italy having the skill cap and gonna be taking the last point on double time 1 with 2 A's. But Crab Cow actually MVP that map. Impressive scores from him, but just wasn't enough going
Deku
against Italy on this.
Deku was very close behind there. Very good combo as well, but Italy going to freeze Malaysia's chances of progressing in this tournament. And after a very solid run in this match, Malaysia will be going home in the first round of the semifinals loser bracket. A very good team. They seem to have maintained their position as a mid-seed team, I would say. The format changes hasn't really affected them too much, but definitely a solid run for the Malaysians this year in Taiko World Cup. But Italy, top 4 seed, had fallen down, and they are one of the very first to go. So congratulations to Italy for winning, and well played for Malaysia.
I do believe this is also the first time Malaysians actually reached to semifinals, so definitely congrats to them. But facing such strong teams with 6 strong members like Italy, it's hard to match up against them. Yeah, but still, there isn't much to be said more other than that. So let's turn ahead to what will happen in the future. So Italy will be going on to face, I believe, the winner of. I think they're playing the winner of Germany and Chile. Yes, they will be playing against the winner of Germany and Chile, which will be happening in 9 hours later. But before that, we're going to have another loser bracket match that's going to be happening on 5 hours later at 15 UTC, which is going to be France versus Brazil.
Yeah, and following France, Brazil, and Germany and Chile, we got some big matches coming up over Sunday. We have the United States, 2nd seed against Taiwan, the 3rd seed. The United States, they've been desperately trying to get into a finals in the top 3, but Taiwan is standing in their way. That's going to be happening at 3 UTC, so about 16 hours from now. We also have Great Britain kicking off their loser bracket run against China, who have done very formidably to make it to semifinals. And of course, a classic, Japan versus South Korea, that is also happening tomorrow. So all of that and more coming soon in Taiko World Cup, the semifinals weekend. Yongkin, do you have anything you want to say before we wrap things up here?
It's going to be a very exciting weekend. That's all I can say. With many of these tough maps, it's great to see how these top teams will perform in this pool. But yeah, that's all good. See you. That's all good.
Yeah, 100%. And do not forget, if you haven't already, you have the opportunity of buying the most fantastic banners that Osu Taiko can provide. Support your favorite country still in these final weeks of Taiko World Cup. And, if they do end up becoming the winning team, you get to keep it for almost an entire year. So that's always a good time. Bonus points if you can make sure that the banners that will stay after Taiko World Cup is not Japan. But that may take a while. So, there we go. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into Taiko World Cup 2023, the semifinals. Kicked off between Italy and Malaysia, and stay tuned as France versus Brazil comes up in 5 hours from now. So, until then, have a great day.